大家好. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Beautiful Chinese. The beauty of this channel is that we're both learning together. You see what I did? That's my slogan. I don't know. Does it sound good? What do you think? The beauty of this channel is that we're both learning together. Anyway, today will be my third video. Hopefully I can show you guys a little more Chinese. Hopefully, I mean, if you have to go over through the Chinese video, if you have to watch my videos again and again and again, that's fine, great. I hope you're back. I hope you are sticking with me, staying with me, and going through with this. I'm not teaching in Mandarin, just a reminder. We're just going over the Chinese characters and we are translating them into English. So I have down at the bottom our word or phrase of the video. This one today it's just one word. At the top we have 3 characters and the bottom 4 characters. So we're going to be studying 7 characters today. The top has to do with size. These have to do with size. The bottom has to do with direction. They're directional. All right, so let's start with translating them. All right, in our last video we did numbers, and so I figure I'm gonna try my best to do videos with starting off characters with less strokes. You know, to keep so it's not so hard for you guys to begin with. We have 2 that are harder. You know, they have more strokes, but once we get the idea of what characters look like, I've learned from my Chinese friends and from watching YouTube videos from Chinese people who tutor people in Mandarin. They actually have their own YouTube channels teaching Mandarin using English. They say that Chinese it's like a puzzle. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You have different pieces that are all the same. The characters are all the same. You put these characters together to make a whole another character. This has 3 parts. 1, 2, the top part, the bottom left, and the bottom right. These all have their separate parts. When you put them together, they make a whole nother character. This one has this box down here that actually means mouth. So, I mean, I already told you that, but we'll go over that on another video. So this is one piece, just the 4 strokes there. So that's kind of the way that it all works out. Maybe you have this character on top of this character. They have such a character. These 2 characters do combine to make another character. So let's go over the top one. I'll show you the stroke order. That's the second part. So first we're going to translate this into English. I don't know if you can read this, but small. This character means small or tiny. It means small. All right, this one is middle. It also means medium. Middle or medium, so like a middle size or in the middle of something. So that in a way can be used as a directional character, but it's also size. This one is big. That means big. Large or big. All right, so this character here, this is kind of hard to write without saying eye level. This is above. So, for example, you could use this with something being on the table. But that's, we'll get there. So, on or above. On or above. Okay, on or above. This is below. Below. So if you think about it, this is the best way to you look at it. This is the longest line, okay? On this one, the top one is the longest line. This one, the bottom one's on the top, the longest line, okay? Stuff, depending on the placement of what's, you got the bottom line, the longest line is on the bottom. What's above the bottom? Above the longest line. So stuff written, the characters that are above this long line, that means above. This, anything, stuff that's underneath. So it's really applied, yeah, I know, it only applies to these two characters, okay? These two characters. So the longest line, there's more strokes under the longest line, so below or under. All right, this one is in front of. In front of. In front or in front of. So like before, like you're behind someone in line, they are in front of you. This one is someone behind me or something behind me, so behind. Again, small, middle, or in the middle of something, or medium for size, big, above or on, below, in front or in front of. And this character is behind. Behind. Now let's go over the stroke order. Left to right, top to bottom. So far, most of the characters are that way. That's the way they work. Alright, so this one is, this one actually you start in the middle. You have a little hook at the end. And then you do your left line, and then your right line. So, alright. Big line, left line, right line. Small right, left line, small right line. 3 strokes. 3 strokes. I got a glare. I wonder what that's from. What is that? I can't tell. I hope you guys can see my whiteboard. That's the reason why I came closer. So in hopes that you can actually see what I'm drawing and the order. All right, so now we're gonna do medium or middle. So we start with that box. This box is actually really not an equal box. It's actually more like a rectangle. So this kind of has an angle to it. Anything on the left side of a box or rectangle, the line kind of angles in toward the right a little slightly. And then you have this long line and that line. Remember, anytime you do a box, the second stroke, you do not lift the pin. So one stroke, that's the first stroke. Second stroke to the right, and you keep your pin down, and then go down. Third stroke, you connect them. Now see, because it's more like a rectangle. So find the center of that line and go down. That's how you complete it. A lot of characters are completed by a long line at the bottom or a connecting line that goes from the top down. Okay, so 1, 2, so you don't lift your pin. 3, 4. This is middle or medium. Middle or medium. Next, big. Start with this long line in the middle. That's the biggest. And you start at the top and you hook to the left. And this can be anywhere from here or here. It doesn't really matter. I mean, but I typically connect it almost where that horizontal line is. And you go down. So 1, 2, and you hook for the third one, you go down and to the right. 3 strokes. Big. This is big or large. Next, above. So this one starts with that small line, the small line that goes horizontal. Then that's stroke 1. Stroke 2 goes down. Stroke 3 is the biggest. Now I'm utilizing this whole space here. Probably the bigger that I make this, the better for you guys, right? So you can see it clearer a lot. It's just more clear if I do this way. So the middle line first, and they're going to connect. You're going to connect it. You're going to want to go, when you go down, you're going to want to connect that line, the second stroke, with the first stroke that you just drew. And then you're going to want to connect the last stroke with the second stroke you drew. So left to right, top to bottom, left to right. 3 strokes. This means above or on. Okay. Next, below. So this one is the longest line on top first. That starts first. So you start with the long line. Then you go, so left to right, that's stroke 1. Stroke 2 is the long line that goes down. It looks like a T to begin with, all right? And then you end up with the angle on the right side. This is below or under. Okay, under the table, below the table. 2 more. In front or in front of. You know, same difference, right? So we have these 2 lines here that they're kind of like dots. I guess in the Chinese would call these dots. Translated into English, it would be dots. And then you have the longest line is on top. So like I said, there are few exceptions that the longest line is on the top, not on the bottom. So you want that long line first. And then you have this that curves a little. It doesn't hook. It doesn't hook. It just curves a little. And this takes up most of the bottom. This one hooks up. So also it's almost a box, not exactly. It's not a complete box. So this one is stroke 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one is 5. And you don't take your, remember, you don't take your pin off. So you're really making 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now where were we on? We're on number 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7. This one hooks 2. So this is just a vertical line going down. This one's a vertical line going down and a hook at the end. This is in front of or in front. And finally, behind. So this one starts kind of hooks up a little bit. Not a hook, a curve. It curves up a little bit, okay? And then this one curves down. But this one is a straight line. It's actually the longest. That's one that I see so far that doesn't have the longest line on the top or the bottom. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is a box, so you go slightly down to the right. And then again, since it's a box, you keep your hand, your pin on the paper. You don't lift up. So that's 2 lines, 1 stroke. Just 2 directions. And then finally you close off the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strokes. This means behind. So we learned small, medium or middle, big, and then over here down we have above or on, below, in front of, and behind. And this again, notice the word or phrase of the video. It's this one is a word. It's a word. So hopefully you guys like this video, and if you did, then give me a thumbs up. Give me some opinions, guys. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from you guys. Did I miss something? Did I say something in the wrong order? Did I? If you're Chinese and this is helping you learn English, great. If this is if you're from Australia, I don't care where you are. I hope you guys are watching. If you guys understand, even if English is, let's say English is your second language. You speak, let's say French was your first language, but you're interested in learning Chinese. Now, maybe not speaking it, but what the Chinese characters mean in English. Okay, tell me about it. Tell me where you guys are watching this from. Tell me what you think about this, and I hope you guys continue watching. Subscribe to my channel. Unfortunately, I do have some sad news. I need to open up some kind of Facebook page or Instagram or Twitter or something of that sort about beautiful Chinese. I need to open up a Chinese page, Facebook or something. I don't have that right now. That's one thing. Tell me what would be an easy way to do this. Maybe give me some pointers, some tips on that. I'm new to this stuff. This is I'm not that tech savvy, but I am willing to help you guys learn Chinese and translating it into English. So hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell. That way you'll get notifications of my next videos, of all my videos. Just tell me what you think, guys. Am I too boring? Can I be happier? Should I smile less? What should I do? All right, guys. See you in the next video. I don't know what it's going to be about, but I'm going to try my best to show you characters that have less strokes. The less strokes, the better. The earlier on, the easier it is to catch and to want to continue on to harder stuff. It's just like, I mean, anything else we do in this world. You know, riding a bike. We don't just go right off with two wheels. We gotta learn balance. We gotta have the, you know, the training wheels. These are our training wheels, right? For just the beginnings. All right, guys. Tell me what you think, and I hope you guys stick around. The next video, I'm not so sure. Maybe give me some suggestions. Tell me what words you would like to learn. Okay? Maybe you want to learn objects. Maybe I'll try to find objects with less strokes, like person and mouth and things of that. You know, water, mountain, things like that. All right. Keep watching, guys. See you later. 再见.